All right, rubber baby buggy bumpers. You didn't know I was gonna say that, did you?
No, I didn't because why would you?
So,
Wait,
I
wait,
want.
wait. You do your other Arnold stuff. Go ahead. Okay, let's
Get
go.
down. But I'm your clone. It's like clone baby. I just love that. I love Arnold. I wanted to call
Oh
this
yes,
like.
you are a big Arnold fan.
Oh, I'm a huge Arnold
You
fan.
are a huge Arnold fan. Sadly, I
Huge.
like Arnold. I like Arnold, but I'm not a big Arnold fan. I'm probably more of a Stallone fan than I am Arnold fan.
Yeah, I think I'm the other way. I think I'm more Arnold. I don't know why. I think
Yeah,
it's
I don't know
because
why.
he's an immigrant like me, and Stallone is just American like you.
I'm gonna go like because I got to see most of the. I saw more Stallone movies than I got to see
Oh,
Schwarzenegger
really?
movies.
Oh, is it
Well,
because
yeah, growing up, because most his stuff is R, dude.
most of Schwarzenegger's stuff is R?
Almost all his stuff was R.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
since we're
almost.
twins,
Twins
Kindergarten
and
Cop,
Kindergarten Cop. But then isn't a lot of Stallone stuff also rated
a
R?
lot of Stallone stuff is R, but I got to see more. The Rocky's not none of the Rocky,
No, Rocky's not. Rocky's
and I saw a lot of Rocky. But I haven't seen
PG-13.
Rocky. I mean, I saw Rocky since way back in the.
So you probably didn't get to see a lot of like I guess Stallone's action movies.
I didn't see Rambo. Yeah, you're right. I didn't get to see any of the Rambo movies.
No, what was after Cobra? That's a,
Oh, I saw Cobra.
yeah. Oh, probably this. No, Cobra's rated R.
Oh, sure it is, but my dad watched the crap out of that. I just stay in the back.
Ah,
Stand back, go, hey, look at there. That
Cobra.
was awesome.
It's always like what my and I know this is the Stallone movie, but I mean like that's a Stallone movie. This is Arnold, but like one of my favorite lines from Cobra is always going to be like, when they at their supermarket, right, and then like the whole place is all messed up, and then there's a Stallone say, "I don't shop here."
Well, let's get into this movie. But even though this is the last action hero, what was this, 1993?
1993, and after like from that time like we're doing this in 2023, 30 years ago, right? I wanted to call this Arnold Schwarzenegger in the multiverse of cinema.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. But
I'd
this
like
is
to
your
hear
first
Arnold.
time
I'd like to
you've
hear
seen it,
Arnold try
right?
to say that.
Yes, this is your first time watching it, right?
No, no, I've seen this
Oh,
before. This is
oh,
probably my
okay.
third, fourth, fifth time seeing it. Yeah, it still
Ah,
sucks.
I still like it. I think it's
I
because
still think it sucks.
it's for me. It put me in the position of what's that little kid's
When's
character? I can't
when's the
remember.
first time you saw it? When's the first time you
Oh
saw
my
this?
gosh, it was probably on VHS.
Oh,
So
really?
probably 94, 95.
Okay.
If it's not, it's probably on. I watch it on cable. It was
I
before
know.
anything
I don't
was.
know. I know. I didn't see it at theater. I mean, I
I didn't
remember
see
when
it
it
in the
came
theater
out.
too.
Remember when it came out because they made that big old deal about there's something rotten in Denmark, blah blah blah. But anyhow, I didn't see it until probably 96, 97.
Oh, so not
My
too
cousin,
bad.
my cousin actually let me see this because
Hey,
she's like, "You never seen this movie?" I was like, "Yeah, I seen." The only reason I saw it is because Gretchen Wilson was in this
yes,
movie,
Gretchen Wilson.
and the only reason I saw that because I saw her Billy Madison. I was like, "Huh, I wonder what else she's in." My cousin's like, "Well, you should watch Last Action Hero." I was like,
You
"I've
know
never
what?
seen that."
Beauty
And he goes, "Well, it's
Madison, Last
slow."
Action Hero, and Mortal Kombat are the only movies I
Oh
seen
yeah,
her
I
in.
went and saw Mortal Kombat
Yeah, I
too.
went
That's
to
the
see
only ones I
Mortal
saw that.
Kombat because she
That
was
was
playing
afterwards
Sonya
too.
Play. Yeah, this afterwards.
That was probably yeah. I would saw this. I bet you I saw this the year that Mortal Kombat came out
Oh, okay.
because I went and saw everything.
Oh, she was on higher. I'm trying to see like, oh, you know what? Yeah, Beauty
Well, it don't
Madison and
matter
then
now.
Mortal
All
Kombat.
I saw was those three movies, and that was it.
Beauty Madison came out after Last Action Hero.
Well, yeah,
Oh, it's because you saw Billy Madison first. Okay.
yeah. I saw Billy Madison first, sometime, but then when Mortal Kombat came out, I went and rewatched Billy Madison, and I went and said, "Oh, we gotta go see Last Action Hero." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't have to really see Last Action Hero
So why do you not like it so much? Let's discuss that.
because it is so slow and boring, and it's not really all that funny."
Was this supposed to be funny?
Oh, I thought it was.
Really?
They tell jokes like it's supposed to be funny.
I don't. Huh. So I
You didn't
like the
think it was
way.
that serious, did you?
Oh, I didn't think it was serious. So when I
Because I'm going to
watched
tell you
this,
what, if
right?
it was serious, it was just.
Because
it's
like
supposed to
in
be
the
a
beginning
parody.
it sets that tone. It's a parody of action movies.
80s
80s
action
action
movies.
movie, yes.
80s action movie because it does everything 80s.
Because like they have like
It's even
cheesy
kind of James
lines and
Bond. Yeah, it's
everything.
even got kind of cheesy James Bond lines. Just think, come on, he shot those people in the snow. An ice cream cone killed a guy in the
Oh,
back of his
I
head.
iced that
Remember?
guy.
It's
to
that guy.
to coin a phrase.
But it does. It takes a long time to get in the movie.
Yeah, and this is a long one too. Actually, it's
Oh,
over
it
2
is.
hours.
It was too long.
Really?
They should have edited that. To
I
me, I
liked it
felt
a
it too
lot.
long. Yeah, it's not one of Schwarzenegger's best movies at all.
Ooh, it's no, it's not. I mean, this is not
But it's not
the
his worst
worst
movie. Oh,
Schwarzenegger.
it's
Yeah,
not his worst movie. Oh no, it's not his worst movie.
not
Well,
even close to his worst movie.
actually, I could say, go ahead and say this is the no, because man, Batman
What
and
I was
Robin
going to say
really.
is it this role worse or Mr. Freeze? Oh,
Mr. Freeze. Actually, like
Mr.
Mr. Freeze was the worst character.
Oh, worst character.
Actually,
Okay.
I actually liked his character, Jack Slater.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I actually did like Jack Slater. I liked the character. I liked his character. I'm not blaming the movie on. Oh, this is horrible. Schwarzenegger's so awful in this. No, the movie just wasn't that good.
Hmm.
I really feel like it was just too slow.
I wonder how many people actually like this film.
I'm sure there's some people. I mean,
Oh, well, I'm one of them.
I'm sure it's like people. I think the problem is for the amount of '80s action movies I've seen
Mm-hmm.
because they're not really. I don't really like '80s action movies now. I should have, if I would have saw them back when they came out,
You
I'd be,
probably
oh
like them,
yeah,
yeah.
this is so good. But now this is like, Beverly Hills Cop. No, didn't really watch it.
No, you didn't, because that's rated R.
Yeah, and then I already know this is supposed to be kind of Beverly Hills Cop slash Police Academy slash
James Bond parody. I mean, like
James
slash.
Bond slash.
There's so many elements they touch on.
Plus,
this
I did
movie.
like. I mean, there's some neat things in it. You get to see the police station's cool.
Yeah,
for
the
a little
PlayStation
bit.
is cool.
Only because you're trying to pick out all these movies that you see.
And there's so much cameos they run across. Like I forgot Sharon Stone was in front of the police station before they go in, and the T-1000 was there.
Yeah, T-1000. Well, because you both of them were in Arnold movies too, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
Yes, in all the Schwarzenegger's movies. Yes,
Plus,
I
you
love
got
that.
you got all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's cool. The villain was interesting too.
Well, not only that, like the villains and the cameos. Like I thought, what I found interesting is that, like, you know, when I was young watching this movie, it's exactly what I wondered. Like, hey, what happens if you yourself got into the movie?
I thought
with
about
set,
that too.
you know?
That's the thing. I guess it's not as good as I thought.
Or it didn't deliver the way.
Yeah,
that
because
you
you know,
did.
there's a lot of times where you sit there and you think, man, if I could just get in that
Yes.
screen, it'd be so awesome. Be so awesome. I wouldn't want in this one because it's just like, oh, and you know what? This movie though, they're big fans of Blade Runner.
Oh, why do you say that?
Because some of the rooftop scenes were like Blade Runner.
Oh,
Lieutenant Decker, the commander, yelled a lot.
Yes,
Lieutenant Deckard.
Oh, that's right, Lieutenant Deckard. I forgot the lieutenant's name.
Deckard.
He does
Just
like yell a lot. I thought
that
like
was
the actor was really over the top.
And if you thought that wasn't supposed to be funny, then
yeah,
come on. He yelled so much
funny,
the glasses
like,
off. He yelled so much they blew the glasses out of the doors. Okay, nobody does that in real life.
And the cartoon thing, I love that Danny DeVito plays the cartoon cat.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, you gotta remember Danny DeVito,
yes, twins,
Schwarzenegger movies.
Basically,
they called in all the favors.
Yeah, it's probably did, right?
But again, most people go, "Hey, it's Schwarzenegger's making a movie. You want to be in it?" Then like everybody's
everybody's like, yes, right?
Yes.
You know, I noticed.
Was in it.
Ex-wife was in it. Well, his current wife then, but now his ex-wife.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that, like, something I never noticed, right? You probably noticed this, but I was watching Arnold Schwarzenegger's documentary on Netflix, and I didn't know this until like they got to the movie part, right? Or it's okay. They talk about Jamie Lee Curtis. They were talking about True Lies, right? I didn't know until that point because Jamie Lee Curtis was talking to Arnold and James Cameron, like, they meet before they do the table read and stuff, right?
Okay.
And like Arnold was so impressed with Jamie Lee Curtis' acting, right? He told her, like, from Jamie Lee's point of view, she was like, hey, I made a really big impression on Arnold, and he told me, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get your name in the credits with me before the movie titles. And I didn't know until Jamie Lee Curtis pointed this out. When Arnold made it big, right? how the credit rolls is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Then they show the title of the movie. Then they show everybody else. I didn't notice that before until she said that. Then I stopped paying attention to this one and all the Arnold movies, right? And I think Batman and Robin, they put Arnold Schwarzenegger's name first, then Batman and Robin, the title, right? The Batman and Robin. Then they put George Clooney. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go back and check that movie though. But
all you have to do is watch the first. You don't have to sit there the whole movie.
Yeah, but Arnold is the highest paid actor in Batman and Robin.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
Oh yeah, because I think that movie. I think we talked about it. He didn't want to do it, so he told Warner Brothers like, hey, if you want me to do this movie, you need to pay me $30 million plus whatever, right? Then they agreed to it. So Arnold's like, okay, now I have to do this movie because they're paying $30 million plus. And I want to say Batman and Robin came out after this because this movie flopped so bad, right?
Oh yeah, Batman and Robin came out after this movie.
Yeah, and then Batman
and Robin did
well
this is pretty
internationally. I'm assuming. I remember that it did well globally, but maybe not. Because everyone wants to see Arnold in a Batman movie.
Everybody wants to see Arnold. Yeah, well, everybody wants to see Arnold. So
yes, so I want to talk about all the No, you said you pointed out the 80s dumb quotes. I iced that guy and combed the face, and my favorite moment from this whole movie, right, is when Arnold was carrying that the big mafia dude just to get the nerve gas bomb out of the top of the roof, right, and everybody's stopping him and all he says like, "Look, an elephant."
Yeah. Okay, here we go. You're laughing. You said this. You didn't think this is funny. This is funny. Look at that. Didn't make any sense.
It was so dumb. Sometimes I still do it to this day. Like, that has never worked.
People look at whatever you shout out. That's the thing. If you're convincing enough, people will look.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Because
people aren't really processing what you're saying. They're just like, you need to look.
The reaction, right? Like, yeah. So you know what happened just like the other day? Heather's always really conscious about backing out the garage. She's afraid that on her right side, she parked too close, right? And I'm like, she's not parked too close. She could pull out just fine, right? But at the moment, the side view mirror was about to hit the garage where the garage is. I was like, ah! She got so freaked out. Okay. I mean, there's no an elephant effect, but for me, it was still awesome.
Right, cool.
And that's the other thing. The other movie that they actually kind of maybe not make fun of, but it was in the beginning before Danny got into the movie, right? Is that like the older black cop when he dies from that explosion, even though Arnold was in the house first, he said only 2 days until retirement they played the weapon music.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's what's his name? Remember he sits on the toilet?
Yeah, Danny Glover. Yeah, it's only like whatever days till retirement. I thought
they make fun of a lot of movies. I mean, they hit all this. They take Lethal Weapon, all those movies.
Yeah,
but I do like it when he takes. I like it when he takes it to the video store.
Oh,
remember
to prove
the proof is wrong. Thing. Plus, they do the 555 phone number thing, which is always
555, and then they did the thing with Stallone.
Yes,
bring the
Terminator,
right? But
I would love that. Would be a cool.
That would be cool. It is the cool poster that you have, and under it, did you see that? Is nothing personal. I was like, I had to look at the poster, it's nothing personal, because those two guys are always bouncing back and forth each other.
Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been a cool movie to see.
That was, and then at the same
time,
I like
it. I also like it because Arnold goes, "Oh, Stallone, he's such a great actor." This
is his performance of a lifetime. No, he said it was his best performance ever, which is so funny because he's talking about himself at the same time, and he's putting Stallone in that role. And I was like, the first time I saw that, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Stallone being in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
And they changed the tagline.
Plus, the girl at the counter is Angie Everhart.
Who's that? Who's Angie Everhart?
A model.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know.
I'm sorry you didn't really pay attention.
This is not the first time.
I'm sorry you didn't live there in the 90s.
I lived, but I didn't pay
She was
attention
in
to
Bordello of
models.
Blood too. So she was in the movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just keep on moving.
It's
Pretty
like
sure that
when
was
you and
Angie Everhart.
Cody point out these Victoria's Secret
Well, hey,
models. I'm like, I have no idea who these women
we're
are.
not pointing out Victoria's Secret models. We're pointing out real models, okay?
I, I wouldn't know the difference. It's for me.
I
It's
know
just a
you do.
model
We
like
know
that
you're.
advertises for one
But
brand
hey, I
over the other.
guarantee you, if it would have been somebody that wore a jock strap, you would have known who it was.
I wouldn't either. Like you talk about like male models.
No, I meant football players. God's sake.
Oh, you know
Would have
what?
been a football player there, you would have known who he was.
Or probably baseball back in the 90s.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Let me just put it. If it would have
Baseball.
been some weird, it would have been some dude there. You would have known who he was.
I
Okay?
might.
You
Yeah, I
you
might.
would have. If he would have swung a bat, you would
I
have known who
might.
he was. You'd been
I
like, hey,
probably would. Yes. And what is it? What is it? Oh, you know, one of the things I really like that they actually did in this movie that's not funny, right?
okay.
When they went to Bridget Wilson, like not Bridget Wilson, was it? What's that girl's name again? Bridget whatever. Whitney's house, right? And then Arnold left for a while. And then when the bad guys came,
What did I call her? I was calling her something else.
why can't we remember her name?
Her name is Bridget Wilson.
Yeah,
I
but
think
he
I called
called her someone Meredith.
I was calling her. No, I keep saying Meredith, but
Whitney
Meredith
Slater.
is like
Whitney.
Meredith is the ex-wife, I think.
Oh, really?
Isn't it?
Well, it says right here as Whitney Slater. That's what Bridget Wilson played.
Okay.
And Meredith Caprice, the actress who played her. Oh,
okay.
So
Meredith Capri is the actress in his world.
Yeah, in his world.
In his real world.
Yeah.
Even though that's not really her name.
So I like it when the bad guy called his stuff like, if you harm a hair on her head, right, and he actually pull it out and breaks it, and I'm like, now what? I was like, whoa, that was actually pretty serious right there because he called it bluff.
Because people always make it that. Yeah, because they always make threats in the movie.
And I like
that guy's like, well, see that that villain's a pretty bad villain because he thinks.
Yes, he thinks.
He's in this world. He's supposed to be just a henchman. Which, by the way, they also saw Odd Job, the henchman.
Oh.
Odd Job. You know who Odd Job is, right?
No.
When they go up, knock on the door.
Oh yes.
And then opens up the Korean dude. I don't know if he's real Korean, but in the James Bond movie, he is the Korean.
Oh, really?
He's the villain from James Bond, Dr. No. He throws his hat and cuts your head off.
I've never seen Dr. No.
I know. No, not Dr. No.
No, you said Dr. No.
No, we saw Dr. No.
Oh,
you saw Dr. No, but
yes.
he's not in Dr. No. I'm naming the wrong movie. He's in Goldfinger.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, Goldfinger. That's the movie he's in.
So the
James
guy who
Bond.
plays Benedict is in Goldfinger, you said.
Yeah, what?
Wait, hold on. Who's in Goldfinger? Oh, that Asian guy.
The Asian guy.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
I do recognize him. Yes.
Yeah, he's got the hat. His name's Odd Job. He's in Goldfinger, the movie Goldfinger. That's where he comes. He's introduced.
I see, like you know more.
He takes his hat off. Yeah, he takes his hat off and he throws it and cuts your head off.
Oh, I think I kind of remember that.
Yeah, if you saw Goldfinger, I don't know if you ever saw Goldfinger.
I can't wonder who was the James Bond for Goldfinger. Who plays James Bond?
Sean Connery.
Oh, I might have then.
Yeah.
Because like I told you before, my mother knows Sean Connery and Roger Moore because they played 007.
Well, I would like to meet them too, but they're both past.
I mean, no, it's like, from the movies. Like
I know what you meant, but it sounded funny when you said that. You should have just went with it and said, yeah, my mom does know that.
And I forgot, like, the guy who plays Benedict, he was also in Alien 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then before that, I The Golden Child, is that for the Eddie Murphy movie? Yes, it is.
But I never saw that one.
Yeah, but I only seen him in, I guess, those two movies.
Yeah, he's probably only been in a handful of movies.
I thought he was a pretty good bad guy on this one. And I like that he gets so upset.
What's his real name?
His real name is Charles Dance.
Okay.
And I like the he was mad, like, I don't want to be a third wheel, it's fifth wheel, you idiot.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. He's supposed to do that, but he like corrects that other guy. Then he kills the boss. He kills the boss. He eventually gets tired. He just realized he doesn't have to be a henchman.
Yes,
he could
be
the main. He could be the main villain.
Yes,
so he goes
that's
ahead.
The thing they did in this movie.
Villain.
And like, this is the you know what? My question would be, besides this movie, right? Where was another action? I mean, like another movie that parodies like the making of movie besides this one.
Well, I can't think of any at the moment, but
The
I'm sure there is.
the
We
only
probably just
one
haven't
I
seen
know
it.
is Tropic Thunder. Tropic
Nah,
Thunder
I'm
is
sure there's more. I'm sure
well,
there's
I'm
more.
pretty
We
sure
just
it's
don't.
more, right? But that what I seen.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I mean, there's
Bowfinger.
been yeah, Bowfinger. I mean, I think there's several other ones that parody movie making in a
You,
way, but this one has them actually going into a movie, and then the people in the movie realizing they're a movie. See, that's not that you can't claim Tropic Thunder now.
oh,
See
that
that
way. Yes,
the whole
yes.
point of this movie is
So,
people, the characters in the movie realizing they're in the movie.
so Bowfinger and Tropic Thunder are kind of the same, but not like Last Action Hero.
Yeah, they're just people making movies. That's just
Oh
people making movies. This ain't about people making a movie. This
no,
is
this
about a
not.
kid
It's
getting
not
inside of a movie and
inside
the
a movie.
characters realizing that their world's not real.
It's
You know,
being the
this story,
sidekick or the favorite
I can
action
almost
hero.
guarantee you there's been several movies with characters that realize that they're not real.
Ooh,
You know, isn't it Cool World where those characters realize they're not real?
yeah, Cool World. I haven't seen Cool
I'm
World in a
sure there's
long
several
time.
other, there's probably several other ones where the characters realize they're not real. Even like characters in books. I mean, it's in Star Trek Next Generation when the holodeck characters realize we're not real,
No,
and then
but
they come out and want to get in the real world.
you know what though? Like on this one, right? They call it a fantasy action film, but this is not based on a book or anything. This is actually like an original idea.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's based on other stuff, you know, where characters come out into the real world, and you got to put them back into the fake
Well, if
world.
you put it in that way, yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Like yes. Uh, let's see. I like that. Well, we talk
Well,
about yeah. Go ahead.
here's the thing, you know, we're watching this movie because at the end, that's when I saw the director's name, who's actually directed
Die
Die Hard.
Hard.
But I also saw the writer's name. After I saw the writer's
Oh
name, it said
yes,
Shane Black. I said,
Shane Black.
That's why this movie sucked.
Why? Because Shane Black did Iron Man movie that you didn't like.
He did Iron Man 3.
I'm gonna see that.
He
Yes, impressive
he didn't
resume
do
though.
he didn't do an Iron Man movie I didn't like. He did an Iron Man movie and made it suck.
Oh, okay.
Well, he didn't make it suck that bad, but
You know what?
I'm gonna
He
I'm
wrote
always gonna
the
have that.
Lethal Weapon movies.
Oh, he's done a lot. The
Yeah.
guy is actually a very good movie maker.
Oh, the Last Boy Scout he wrote.
So
The Long Kiss
yeah,
Goodnight, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
he made lots of action movies.
You know what?
He is the authority on
you know
action
what?
movies.
He directed Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So it was Val Kilmer
Okay,
and
well,
Robert Downey Jr.
we don't
was
have
in
to
that, right?
we don't have to like sing his praises. So
No, I'm not talking about that. But then like it something
Yeah,
went
he did a
wrong
lot of
here.
stuff.
Like, but then do you think people misunderstood Last Action Hero and they thought it was going to be like a action movie? Maybe the title threw them off, and they're like, "Hey, what the heck?"
I don't know. Did a lot. Well, do we know a lot of people don't like this movie other than me?
I want to say my cousin and my sister likes this movie,
Okay, then why we automatically go in
but
that?
I think it's because
see,
it
you're
was
talking
a
like
box
nobody likes
office
it.
bomb.
Oh, the box office
Yeah,
bomb.
the box
Okay, well,
office
good.
bomb. That's why I'm just basing this on.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead with a lot of people are actually agreeing with me for once. Yay! Well, it wasn't awful. This wasn't Howard the Duck awful.
No, it's not how.
I don't know. Actually, I might be able to watch Howard the Duck all the way through before I could watch this one again.
Oh, whoa! That sounds like high praise for Howard the Duck.
But I most definitely could watch this. I could watch this all the way through before I could watch
Batman and Robin.
in Matrix 4. I don't think I could even stomach Matrix 4.
Oh, I don't think I can watch Matrix 4 again if you compare that.
I don't think I could ever watch Matrix 4 again. I thought about it. Watch me watch it, it's so good, but somehow I almost turned Matrix 4 off while I was
That would be funny.
movie.
That could make us like a shorter episode back at the beginning of this year.
Yeah. No, this beats Matrix 4, I'll tell you that.
Huh. Yeah, well, so for
I bet
you,
Matrix 4 though made more money though than this did.
yeah, then this, I think it's because there was a lot more Matrix fans that
Yeah.
want to see what happened, and this
So
is
there's
just
a lot
the
of people.
first of the movie.
So there's either a whole bunch of
Because
disappointed
then,
people, or
if you
they're all a bunch of psychos.
because if you use that same equation that you did, like Batman and Robin is better than this movie because it did so much better than this movie,
Yeah,
right?
but I think a lot of people just want to see a train wreck.
They probably didn't know what they were going.
Well, it also depends. We don't know what this movie was up against.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, well, that's kind of why this movie didn't do that good.
Yeah, it was against Jurassic Park. But then, if you think about it, like, Arnold movie and Jurassic Park, I would have seen Jurassic Park. I mean, Jurassic Park still hold up to this day.
Yeah,
the first one.
I mean, come on, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are hard to beat. I don't even like Jurassic Park that much, but I can see it. I can see Jurassic Park easily beating this. I mean, even to go see it, it's just I think the Jurassic Park was more like a ride, family oriented. And this was probably aimed at family too, since it had a kid in it.
Right, and the kid is supposed to represent like Arnold fans. They're like, I get to be in the movie with Arnold, but they didn't work out that way.
Yeah, the problem is though, I think it just wasn't going to work for everybody because I wasn't even interested in getting the movie. I was like, so it just didn't work. I didn't really care for all the other actors, the characters.
So I want to talk about realism for a little bit, not because of the movie world, right? I love
none of it was real to me, even when he got in the real world.
No. Like the thing that another thing that bothers me is like, remember when Danny was robbed, right? His mom went to work and this junkie person came in and tried to rob his house and had nothing.
Yeah.
I thought how awkward it was compared to today, right? If Ethan were they the same age? No, Danny's probably like 13 or 14. They were able to like send the kid home without the mother picking him up. Like, hey, we called your mom. She told us to send you straight home, and then off he goes. Dude, you can't do that today.
Well, could you ever actually do that?
I don't know. Can we actually?
I don't think the police would ever really let him go.
No, not until like an adult picks him up, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Because when I was watching, they're like, did this happen back in the day, or is it just?
Yeah, because the thing is, if he just got broken into, you can't send him home by himself.
No, you can't.
That guy may be waiting there for him again.
Yeah, like just send him home.
Go, hey, you talk to the cops now.
You actually go straight home, like, really? Like, you don't think you should send him home with an adult, his mom?
Yeah, see, the problem is the real world in this movie wasn't the real world either.
No, it's really awkward, I guess. Just for that scene. But I thought when Benedict went to the real world with the ticket, right? It just, why is that ticket so big? I like the mixing Houdini with the
tickets,
magic.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like Houdini.
Oh, I like Houdini too.
Well, you got to have a reason he got in, and the magic part worked. And then, of course, you got the, when he's about to die, and of course, you got the night, the night seal, right?
Yeah, Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
That's another big cameo.
Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper is what he is.
I like that he's the one who pointed out, like, I would be looking for the other half of the ticket. How did he know that? Like, how did he know that they ripped the ticket anyway? Like, how did he even know that?
Because he's dead.
Oh, he just know everything?
Yeah, he's dead. So you got to think every character comes out of the movie and goes in our world automatically has all the attributes that they would have in the film.
You know what's really crazy to me here? Like, I didn't know Ian McKellen back in, I guess, this time because that was before X-Men.
Yeah.
So did you know this actor? I mean, I didn't know what he was famous from before
X-Men. I don't think I did. I can't think of anything I would have known him for major.
Because I thought it was pretty cool when I saw him. Like, is that Magneto?
I didn't know. Actually, didn't know that was it, McKellen.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I mean, like, he looks obviously he looks exactly like him. I don't know because maybe he's younger.
I don't know. He didn't look like it. You just look like the Grim Reaper to me.
Oh, it's just like a regular actor, right? Yeah, I didn't know it was. I mean, either because they actually put his name in the credits too, Ian McKellen. And who else was that guy? There's another actor who's familiar to me. The one who plays Practice. That bald-headed guy. What was the actor's name? There's a guy named Practice. You know, he's an FBI agent. He was trying to kill.
Oh, okay.
The actor, right?
The friend that turns out to be the bad guy.
Yes.
In every movie you've ever seen, the friend always turns out to be the bad guy.
Yes, the friend turns out to be the bad guy. Very cliche.
Yeah.
And Jim Belushi was in the movie.
Oh, Jim Belushi was in the movie.
It was great. It's like, oh, he's just a big Arnold fan. I'm not. But Arnold turns her on, and I want to be there when it happens. And like, I noticed like who was it? Uh was it Vincent? No, it wasn't Vincent Prince, but there was another famous actor that was behind. I can't remember who it was now. They
I can't
interviewed.
remember all the actors. They did quite a few actors. Plus, you had
Chevy
like
Chase was there.
yeah, Chevy Chase. Plus, didn't you have like some of those people? I can't remember what were they? Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah, Entertainment
Way
Tonight,
back
but
in the
like yeah.
day.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think it
pretty
was
sure. Yeah,
Entertainment
I mean,
Tonight.
I don't know them. I don't watch Entertainment Tonight. I don't watch stuff like that.
Well, so much stuff has changed. I don't think all those. I don't even know if anybody watches Entertainment Tonight now. They probably watch Extra or something.
Oh, that's why it's called. Maybe it's called Extra now. I forgot.
No, I think they're still Entertainment.
They still
Tonight.
Entertainment Tonight.
I just don't think it airs where everybody can see it. I mean, I haven't seen it in years.
I think
I'm
before
sure it's
people
still
watch
around.
it because before we had streaming services.
But I remember in the '90s, though, yeah, Entertainment Tonight was the thing to watch. The Last Action Hero, though, wasn't in a hurry. I wouldn't even really want to go see it at the theater. I remember when I'm pretty sure I saw the trailer, and I don't think I was all that interested.
Were you interested in any Arnold movies? What Arnold movies have you actually seen in the theater?
I don't know that I've ever seen an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Really?
Terminator would be the only ones I want to see, and I saw Terminator 2.
Salvation. You
No, I saw
Salvation.
I got to see Terminator 2 way back.
Oh. What is it?
I didn't see it when it came out, but I saw it, like, I think they aired it on TV, and I got to see it.
I think I saw it at a friend's house, VHS. And
eventually, I saw Terminator 2. I eventually saw Terminator at a friend's house. Yeah. Those are about the only ones I got to really see. Because I never saw all of Predator until recently.
Yeah, when we did it, right?
And I didn't get to see all of what was that other one we saw? I never got to see a lot of his stuff.
Wow,
I don't think what else.
There's so much.
I hardly seen it. I have hardly seen any of his, other than Twins. Yeah, I saw Twins when it came out.
Because that was PG.
Well, I didn't see it in theater, but yeah, I mean, I saw it on HBO when it came out. I didn't see Jingle All the Way, thank God.
I saw Jingle.
Was it Jingle All the Way?
Yeah, Jingle All the Way. It was Sinbad.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah,
and Phil Hartman was in it.
Okay, Phil Hartman was Sinbad.
Yeah.
I did see the movie with Sinbad and Phil Hartman in it. I can't remember what that was called. That was good. That was a good movie.
Oh, really?
Brick House. Yeah, I think was it Brick House?
I don't know.
I don't think it was. That's the song they sang through the whole movie, though.
Oh, wow! Like it's kind of hard to imagine.
And in Kindergarten Cop, of course, I saw Kindergarten Cop.
I love Kindergarten Cop.
I can't think of anything else I've seen with Schwarzenegger then.
Well, you say you saw Terminator 2, but you saw that probably on VHS, right? I mean, that's how a lot of us saw it.
Whatever you would have got from the video store.
Yeah,
Terminator.
it's Terminator. But then Terminator 3 is when we can go see it because we were older then, and they made a third one.
That's the thing. I actually saw more
Stallone movies, right?
I even went to the theater to see Stallone. went to the theater to see.
Did we get Total Recall? Didn't you see that back in the day?
No, I didn't see Total Recall. I saw parts of Total Recall. I didn't get to see Total Recall until we did the show for it, the full thing.
Well,
that was the first time I saw that. Yeah, I went and saw Judge Dredd with Stallone in it at the theater too. So.
Oh.
I can't remember if I saw Demolition Man at the theater or not. I think I did.
I know I've seen Demolition Man in VHS form. I didn't see that in the theater.
Well, I saw it on VHS too. I saw it on it.
Well, looking at Arnold's 90s action movies like Eraser, I saw that.
I did see Eraser.
With Vanessa Williams. End of Days, I saw that. That was after Arnold's heart surgery.
Yeah, I never saw End of Days.
I had 3 movies out in 96, and then in 98 it was nothing because he was recovering. I saw The Sixth Day.
I never saw The Sixth Day either.
Oh, we need to do that because
that's not Arnold.
That's The Sixth Day? Yes.
Oh, I thought that was
it's about cloning.
Okay.
No, yeah. Collateral Damage, The Rundown. Oh, The Rundown, he was just a cameo.
Oh, well, I saw The Rundown. Collateral Damage, I don't think I saw.
Collateral Damage is okay. It's not that good. I just saw it.
Is it better than this? No. If you got to think about it that hard.
No, because like you don't like this, right? And I'm thinking in terms of I really like this because I like Arnold.
Yeah,
but I guess Collateral Damage action would be better than this.
So you liked it better than this?
Collateral Damage. No, I like this better than Collateral Damage. I
Okay.
think Collateral Damage is probably a better movie than Last Action Hero.
Okay.
Trying to speak in a non-biased point than Collateral Action. I mean,
Yeah,
Collateral
but I was
Damage better than
asking.
Last
Yeah,
Action
but I
Hero.
was asking you, what do you like?
I like this movie better.
Okay. Well, then I may like this better than Collateral Damage.
I mean, like, no, I was thinking about all the terms of what you said. Like, hey,
Yeah, I know.
these people
I
are in the
know.
movie,
But
right? And
that's
I was
not
like, looking at
that's not really
Expendables,
telling.
you know, looking at Expendables, like, that's not really. They are trying to.
Expendables was good.
Yeah, but then they were trying to get all the action guys. You get it at the same time they're making fun of the movies they did when they were in their prime.
Yeah.
But then
Expendables was better than I liked Expendables better than this.
I did too. I like I
But
think
again,
I like the Expendables.
But again,
the
you had a bigger
second one was
cast
better.
too.
Yeah,
It was, and it's I don't
it's all
know.
the guys that you wanted to see back in the 80s and 90s together, and they couldn't do it because none of the agents wanted them to do that.
Yeah,
So
why would
they
we
had
put
to
them
wait
in the
until they
same
were
movie?
older.
They're like, you can't get all these guys' names in front of the movie titles. So
No, you can't. They would be fighting over and lawsuits and attorneys and stuff. That's what Jamie Lee Curtis pointed out when Arnold told her like, "Hey, I'm going to get your name after my name before the movie title," and Jamie Lee Curtis didn't believe it, right? Because she pointed out like, "There's going to be so many attorneys involved. Arnold's not going to be able to pull off that, right?" Then they showed it. It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, True Lies. So like, now I gotta go check every single Arnold movie to see is it Arnold's name, then the title, then just everybody else. But I'm pretty sure it is.
If you can get it in your contract.
It was like that in because after this movie, right, I had to watch Terminator 2, and that is still such a fantastic movie. Yeah. And then like from the documentary, right, that's probably the only movie, even though it's rated R. I think Kindergarten Cop, he might kill somebody, right? I can't remember. Terminator 2, there's no kill count for Arnold.
Oh, really?
He doesn't kill anyone in Terminator 2.
You sure?
Yeah. Like in the beginning, the ball
right.
scene, right? He just hurt them. He never killed anyone.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And even after he met John,
even when he uses that machine gun, even when he uses that machine gun, shoots all those people, he gets them all in the legs and stuff.
So the best Arnold Schwarzenegger movie is the one that he actually doesn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he killed a lot of people in
that's the best, because it's really more of a James Cameron movie. So
it's a James Cameron movie, too.
And Arnold was in it, and it was good.
Arnold talked about it, right? That's a couple of funny things when Arnold talked about Terminator 2. He met with Jim, like, he read the script, right? He met with Jim the next day. Hey, Jim, what the hell is up with this? Like, I don't kill anybody in this movie. And that's when James Cameron told him, like, just trust me, it was going to be good. Then the other thing Arnold talked about, like, they had the first meeting with Jim and everybody in the cast, right? He saw Linda, like, man, I look at Linda's arm, I was like, damn, she's buffer than I am. Because remember Linda Hamilton, right?
Yeah,
she's super buff. And Arnold made a comment about that, like, wow, she's buffer than I am. Like, holy crap. But we gotta get back to Last Action Hero.
Yeah, let's get back to Last Action Hero.
I
would like to say some awesome things about it, but
it
was as boring as I am.
Not just the story, right? But the actor who plays Benedict was really good. Like, he didn't, even though that he knew he was a smart guy when he went to the real world, right? When he figured out the real guys win, I thought it was really smart when he shot. Then he kept one of the chambers empty.
That was I forgot about that. That was brilliant.
Brilliant.
Because he shoots it and then they jump. They both think, well, look at there, you forgot to reload. And he goes, well, I kept it. One of the chambers.
Literally one of the chamber empty, and he shot him, dude. That was brilliant.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Benedict was so good. Like, even when he was testing out his theory, right? Then he just shot that homeless guy or whoever. Oh no, he shot the guy that was working on his car, and he's like,
the mechanic guy.
I just shot him, man, and I did it on purpose.
I just killed surface. Yeah,
and he's like,
and nobody comes out.
Like, interesting. Even though Benedict was probably the only character in this whole movie that wasn't even trying to be funny, even though they placed him in like scenes that were. When he had all the Dobermans, the Rottweilers, right? And he's like, with a snap of my finger, I can make him chew you up, whatever. It was like, well, I have two questions. Like, the second part was the funny when he's like, how are you going to snap your fingers when I break off both of your thumbs? That was funny, but then he wasn't like, he was really into his role, like whoever plays Charles
he was
Dance
serious.
Yeah, so I thought that the villain was really good. I think there's a funny fact you probably didn't know because I watched those videos, right? They wanted Alan Rickman to play Benedict.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't want to, right? So he does what all the actors do. They just ask for more money, so he doesn't have
Yeah.
to say no. So when they find out like, well, we can't pay Alan Rickman whatever he's asking for, right? That's when they found Charles Dance, and then on set, Charles Dance found out he wasn't the first choice. He was Alan Rickman's like second or
Yeah.
whatever, right? He actually wore a shirt that says "I'm cheaper than Alan Rickman."
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I thought that was pretty cool and pretty funny too. But he did a fantastic job, even though
Yeah, even though he's poor, the poor man's Alan
he's
Rickman.
a poor man's Alan Rickman. It's kind of like no, it wasn't you when I was working with
I actually I like it better than Alan Rickman. I think.
On this role, yeah, because it's like you said, like we'll never be able to see the actors in the same roles they didn't.
Yeah,
play.
you're right. You're right.
We can only judge on what they play, like.
Like
judging like Will Smith instead of Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. Like, how do we do that?
That'd be hard.
Yeah, so we can never. We'll maybe maybe in an alternative universe. The only movie we can do that to is Back to the Future, with Eric Stokes and Marty McFly.
Oh yeah, we could actually go watch it.
Yeah, we could go watch it. That's the only way because they shot the movie and they're like, we're gonna reshoot all of this.
That's
again.
Yeah, pretty much reshoot the entire movie.
Yeah, we shot the whole thing, right? But the benefit is like people who were in those scenes, they actually got paid twice.
Hey,
because they didn't call it a reshoot because they actually shoot everything new because the reaction is different from one actor to the other.
Yeah.
Then I actually found that out in an interview with the guy who plays Biff, because he was like, oh, they thought I told you, right? He thought when they who was it that called it? Robert Zemeckis. Robert Zemeckis called Christopher Lloyd and whoever that plays Biff, right? They were sitting down and they were like, "Hey, we're actually changing the actor from Eric Stokes to Michael J. Fox." And when they said that, he thought they were going to get fired because like, oh my god, they're switching out the main guy. Does that mean they're going to switch us out?
Yeah, well, I remember the story because I don't know if I told it. I think we told it because of course Christopher Lloyd's like Eric who.
Yeah, Eric who.
Like that guy you've been acting with for the last couple of months. He's like, oh, I didn't know his name.
Yeah, and obviously at that time no one knew that the movie's gonna hit it big, right? That's why they thought like, oh, this is a job. Am I gonna get fired? Do I still get paid? Oh, but another that.
Yeah.
So with the back and forth between Schwarzenegger and Stallone, like this is probably one of my favorite of them, doing their beef between each other, right? I mean, they did that in the Expendables. Remember the scene where they with Bruce Willis at the church?
Yeah.
Stallone. Oh no, it was Schwarzenegger said like, let him have the job. He likes you playing the jungle.
Yeah. That's the best one. That's the only one I could actually remember.
Best one because he lives like, what the heck is this from? Like, I don't know. He wants to be president. Which we'll save that for another movie we're gonna do next, because I want to tell the audience now that we did this and Demolition Man together, and then I didn't know that they were released in the same year. This came out in June, Last Action Hero, and Demolition Man came out in October of the same year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that came out so early.
And one of probably like Stallone's best movies, right, besides Rocky, is Cliffhanger, which also came out in '93. You ever seen Cliffhanger?
No. I think I had an opportunity to, and I just didn't want to.
Not only Stallone is good, right? It's the villain, Shane, that is really good in Cliffhanger. And that was before I watched Third Rock from the Sun. It's John Lithgow plays the villain in Cliffhanger. Lithgow, yeah, Lithgow. I
guess you could say Lithgow. Everybody calls him something different.
Yeah, it's just how I pronounce it, right? Yeah.
He's been a villain in a few movies.
He has in the Dr. Banzai thing. Not Dr. Banzai.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Buckaroo Banzai.
And Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah, because he's is he a comedic actor? He's just really good.
He does everything.
He does everything. Anything villain, he does really well.
Look at that, like, hey, you want to do this? Yep, sure will.
And it's kind of like Arnold, the only villain role that he ever played, right? That we ever seen is probably just the first Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I can think of, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, he got big, so he didn't have
well,
to. He didn't have to be a villain
Mr.
anymore.
Freeze is a villain.
Oh yeah, well, he went back to his roots.
But I like to forget this movie though, because Mr. Freeze.
What movie? Yeah, I was just say what. When was he Mr. Freeze?
97.
Whatever. You didn't have to.
At the same time, Alicia Silverstone was hitting it big too. That's why she was Batgirl.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like, well, I made a mistake on that one.
Let's see. Well, what is the other things that you don't like? You say it was too long, right? Like, is there any scene that actually stood out to you besides that bullet thing that I told you about, the gun thing? No?
Not really.
Really? No. So you probably won't want to watch this again? You say you better watch Howard the Duck. That's a fighting word.
I really don't want to watch this one again. I mean, I didn't even think the one where he turns into E.T. I mean, a lot of it's predictable when he runs a bike towards the car. You're like, yeah, he's going to jump and fly, and he's going to go over the moon, and they're going to play the E.T. song. Blah, blah,
Did you think that Danny's character would die because he's a comedic comic relief?
No, all because he was the Deuce Bigelow of this movie. I didn't think he was
Bigelow of this movie.
You know, I mean,
Danny's the Deuce Bigelow in this movie. I gotta write that down. Danny. Oh, I can't believe you don't like this movie.
I'm sorry, I don't like it. It's just I don't hate it, but I don't want to watch it again. I don't want to watch it. I mean, I watched it the few times that were in the past, and I watched it, and I thought, oh, maybe we get better if I watch it again. It's just so long and boring. It's not awful or anything. It's just boring. It is so boring. It is the most boring movie. I mean, there's nothing that's like
action movie.
It is a boring action. It's not much of an action movie. It's just a boring movie.
Wow.
I mean, normally Schwarzenegger makes action movies. This is the bore movie.
So you didn't even like the fact that you could travel through dimensions of movies in real life?
I should have liked that.
Because it feels like it's like an Inception thing for us,
it was so boring. It was just so boring. The world was not interesting
to me. So for you, they should have done it better.
Yeah, they should have done it better. They probably should have used a whole bunch of other characters and stuff. It wasn't that good. It wasn't awful or anything. It was just, I could have slept through this one just fine. I should have.
Wow, this is really tough. I think this one of this is not the first one that we disagree on, like a movie, right? Oh, you like it and I didn't.
Yeah, it's just I've seen it before. It was boring then, and I didn't like it. I mean, it's just really slow paced. The action is just so ridiculous. There's nothing that's amazing. I mean, there's no action things other than
random
my gun
stuff
doesn't have
blown
enough
up in this movie.
Oh, I've seen so much of this crap. It's like basically they're hashing out everything you already seen or already know. So basically, it's why don't even it wasn't anything. Let's make up something new that you've never seen before, other than the villain with the bullet out of the chamber. Which I'm surprised,
the bullet out of the chamber is really good.
Which they didn't use the crap out of in other movies. But other than that, it's like you pretty much know what's going to happen, and it's supposed to be that because it's parody all that stuff. But the problem is sometimes with parodies, I'm like, I mean, basically, this was the Star Trek Into Darkness of Wrath of Khan. Let's put it this way.
No, I did too. Not on the same level.
This is like
this
the
is
parody.
not Star Trek Into Darkness.
This is like Star Trek Into Darkness.
There's nothing like Star Trek Into Darkness.
Wishing that it was the Wrath of Khan. Let's put it that way. That's what it is.
Oh, this is not a good comparison. It's not a good comparison because like for that to be, you would have to say that's another remake of an old movie, right? Which this one is not.
Okay.
You know, because like that's why it's not a good comparison.
But this thing, let me put it this way: this one has so much crap from other movies, and it's just so boring and not even done really funny that it seemed like I was just watching Lethal Weapon or something. I couldn't tell.
Do you like Lethal Weapon?
I don't know. Really, I only saw one.
Oh, you only saw one? Oh, okay.
I think I only seen one. No, I didn't even see one. I don't know. I've ever seen Lethal Weapon. I seen Die Hard though. I do love Die Hard.
Oh, there's nothing like Die Hard. I think they had like what you said, right? Like they probably had the wrong director. That wasn't, should be doing comedy parody stuff because he did Die Hard.
Yeah, he did.
That was really good, and it's not on the same level. I mean, like I don't even know what he did besides Die Hard.
What else did he do? He should have done a lot of stuff. I bet he did a lot of stuff.
He probably did a lot of stuff.
We probably a whole bunch of other movies we talked about.
That we didn't even pay. Oh, the 13th Warrior.
13 Warrior, we got to do that one.
Yeah, he did Die Hard with a Vengeance. He did The
Actually,
Hunt for Red October.
which, by the way, I love.
The movie
Actually,
called Nomads. Have you heard of that?
No, but I do like Hunt for
Oh,
Red
he
October.
did Predator.
Yeah, duh. We did Predator.
Medicine Man. Why did I know that? Oh, Sean Connery.
We didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either. And he did Die Hard with the Thomas Crown
I heard
Affair.
it's good though. No, didn't see that one, but I heard that's pretty good. But that's a remake.
Yeah. A Rollerball.
I didn't want to.
Oh, that's a remake too.
Yeah, he does a lot of remakes.
Oh, last
We don't
movie
know.
that was based.
The movie worked for you. The movie didn't work for me. They don't mean they had a bad director.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that. Yep.
It just, I'm not, like I said, I'm not like a huge Schwarzenegger fan. Didn't think the little kid was all that interesting. Didn't really care to watch him gripe and stuff and watch the movie and go, ha ha ha. It's like, he kept like saying the lines out. I'm like, that's just not interesting to me. Okay. It's like watching football. I was like, it's like watching a football game. Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, oh God, body.
But you know what? With that one, I'm gonna end this so right here so not to make you suffer, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Well, to make the audience suffer either. Like we don't want to hear it. We don't hear him talk.
Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Tensai Reviews. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.